Welcome to the tropical K2 Paradise Island.
Yo, Sandro here. Yeah, sorry, haven't uploaded a video in a while, but I'm going to try and be more regular in future. This is a yearly update, a year in review. It's really a love story with the mountains and the people who live and play and work there. Sadly, it does involve some death and some blood as well at some points. So yeah, you've been warned. I started the year on K2 in winter with Nims and his Elite Exped team. Yeah, it was a crazy New Year's. We got really drunk and we had no mixer. We drank like 11 bottles of vodka or whatever, and whiskey. So that was a good start to the year.
Guys, it's really awesome here.
Yeah, the Nepalese team did it. They were the first team to climb K2 in winter and the first Nepalese team to get their name on a winter first ascent on an 8,000er. It was a great thing to be a part of. Ashok in particular was a massive highlight.
A little bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
His commitment to the joke is just splendid. And then we headed back to Nepal to party. Sadly, we got news of some deaths. Sergi sadly fell while we were there. Atanas then fell. And JP, John and Ali all perished on their summit push, which was, yeah, really kind of took the shine off of the expedition for me. Ali in particular was an absolute legend. Like everywhere we went, he would just be at base camp dancing his heart out. Here is him on Manaslu, or just below Manaslu in 2019. And here's a few moves from K2. Right, yeah, he was the life of the party. He was an absolute legend, so charismatic. My bro Elia is making a film about their expedition, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. It's going to be heavy. Yeah. With England in strict lockdown in February, I decided to stay in Kathmandu and was mainly hanging out with my main man, Manish.
Take care, brother. And yeah, we'll be in touch.
I then headed to Pokhara to get some fresh air, some nice mountain views, hopefully find some stories.
Yeah, actually I lost my bank card, and since about this, I don't have any money anymore, but since then I make all my living with just teaching, and it's Corona time. So I'm making parties and getting my living for this. No, but coming back to the point what we were talking about.
Zelinda is, yeah, so full of life, such a good DJ, and her life story is pretty crazy. So that video is going to come out soon. Yeah, it was a real pleasure meeting her and getting to hang out a bit. I also had the absolute honour to film the British Army's Gurkha selection while I was in Pokhara. The Gurkhas are incredible warriors, that's what they're famous for, and that culture of exporting warriors has such an interesting effect on Nepalese society. They've played a big part in my journey to the mountains, my journey through life. I was honoured to film the Gurkha Everest expedition 2017.
I think everyone knows Gurkhas.
No, some people might not know.
Okay. Obviously, this expedition is a Gurkha Everest expedition 2017. Standardized. Hey.
Sizzler down into Pariche. We just dropped about 1,000 meters in about 3 seconds, but hey, we can all do free fall.
Yeah, the pilot found out we were a military team and thought it'd be well funny to just throw the bird around a bit. So yeah, I made it to Camp 3 on the first rotation and then sadly got bumped off the summit team when the first weather window came. Yeah, it was a frustrating reason not to summit. I understand why the decision was made. Everest was never really on my radar before, but kind of feeling like I got close and not doing it was quite frustrating. Yeah, Rebu Gurung, a woman I made a couple of episodes with, she grew up in a Gurkha family, so let's hear a bit from her.
My old uncles are army. My father dropped out the army, but my old uncles are army, and my sister is also in army.
In Nepalese army or?
Indian Gurkha, and then Nepalese army. And whenever we meet, they talk in their own language, army language.
Army language. Threaders. Yeah, I mean, it had positives and negatives on her life, and yeah, that episode's already online, I think. I'll link somewhere. A lot of my best friends, especially like every Nepalese guy I know who isn't ethnically a Sherpa, spent 5 years training to try and get into the Gurkhas. They had 3 attempts, so for 3 years you can try, and a lot of them failed. Luckily Manish and my man Vinny both work in the mountains now and have a good life. But yeah, let's have a look at the selection.
The training you will do will be hard. The training you will do will make you more cold, more hungry, more thirsty than you have ever been in your life. However, the rewards will be great. The British Army are world renowned for their skill, and the Gurkhas are renowned for their loyalty and bravery in battle. If you wish to join the ranks of 200 years of Gurkha soldiers, we are looking for the fittest and the strongest and those who want it the most.
Trust me, they wanted it. They wanted it so bad. Yeah, it was really emotional seeing these guys getting accepted and rejected. It means so much to them. Some of my friends did get in. Captain Govinda, who we met earlier, yeah, he's so sound. He took really good care of me on Everest.
Are you enjoying, Sandro?
Yeah, I'm enjoying.
Yeah.
And he was in Pokhara. Sir, how did it feel when you were selected?
I was so proud and I was just overwhelmed, and thought about my family and parents, and my journey began from there.
And the commanding officer, turns out he's actually got a pretty good taste in music.
This was a bit John Hayes, couldn't we?
Sir, what's your favourite track?
I don't know, probably something classic. Body Rock by NEC.
Yeah, I filmed Andy C in like 2015 or something. The world's a pretty crazy place. I love it. Meeting Major Miller was like You know, when you expect a night it's going to be really quiet and boring, like a couple of quiet pints, and then you end up on a crazy adventure and it's super unexpected and so much more enjoyable because of it. That's what meeting him was like. I then headed back to Kathmandu and me and Manish bumped into Jimmy Chin and Conrad Anker. Yes, living legends, love it. Yeah, I also got a chance to film some really beautiful rugs being made in Kathmandu. I met this girl, Ellie, at 90s night in Birmingham, where I used to be the nightclub photographer, I don't know, like 10 years ago. £30 a night plus 10 free drinks, so pretty good. Yeah, she now works for this nice company and it was really fun to show. I had to shoot everything in 8K, so I got to shoot on a red helium. My man Kasang helped me out loads. He's me, my David's little brother, and yeah, me, him and Ashok. We spent a lot of time together chilling out in the Elite Expert offices this year. And it was also my 31st. Now, my 30th got cancelled because of COVID, so I was quite keen to do something fun. Captain, got any suggestions?
Finally, we just decided the party palace is the better option.
Let's party.
Yes. Manish and Zelinda were there, and so were lots of other lovely people who weren't so into the trance, but yeah, they really love trance in Nepal. And then it was time to head back to the mountains. Where are we going? Yes! Back to Everest! Yes! And Manish is at base camp.
Yo, what's up, Sandro, brother?
And this cute ass dog slept in my tent the whole night before the summit push, which is definitely good karma. So I brought a little souvenir with me from Pakistan, and I was really hoping to get to the summit. I was carrying quite a lot of weight anyway, and it was extra bulk, but I was still able to do my job. And then we get above Camp 3 to the Geneva Spur. And I thought it'd be a really good shot, so I put the drone up. And then Jen and the team who I was filming continued, and I really struggled to catch them up, and they got to Camp 4 before I did. And I sat in my tent and had to make one of the hardest decisions of my life, and eventually decided to be sensible and leave it there. So here it is. Don't worry, I did take it down afterwards. Yeah, we set off about midnight and about 7 AM.
Ooh, yay, man, you have done it, and it's my birthday today. And yeah, congratulations, man.
Yeah, big love to all the Sherpa crew, the kitchen boys, the yaks, the donkeys, the helicopter pilots, and everyone else that plays such a vital role in a 8,000 meter commercial expedition.
There's literally separate tents for peeing and pooing. Like, that's ridiculous.
That anything without dialogue was considered for slow motion.
Gelja Sherpa in particular, like, this dude's got moves. I mean, lots of people in the mountains have moves. I don't know what it is about mountains and dancing. Like, if you're on an 8,000 meter expedition, you should be doing like twice as much dancing as climbing. Like, that's just how it works. I don't know why, that's the rule. Gelja, he is the king, the dancing king of base camp. This was like in Kagua. And then this was on Everest this year.
Let's have a dance off, Sandro.
If it looks like he's winning the dance off, it's only because we're at 5,500 meters and biologically he has an advantage. He's also a better dancer, like, fair play. He's actually trying to raise money for a winter Choyu ascent from the Nepalese side. So if you're interested in supporting him, do it. Links somewhere. Yes, big love. As my time in Nepal draws to an end, I'm going to leave you with Tommy, who I met in Namche Bazaar. This guy's got a great energy. What are you saying?
I love Nepal for so many reasons. I would say the first and foremost, the people that I have met over 35 years of being here, or coming back here and now living here 5 years. The people are extremely loyal, friendly, and I must say, trustworthy. The people that I know that are Nepali, they are very, I trust them with my life.
Yes, mate. Yes. 1,000 times yes. Goodbye, Nepal. It's been a beautiful, beautiful time. Thank you so much. And I'll be back soon, I'm sure. After that, it was time to head to K2 again in the summer. Again with Jen, who I was filming on Everest. Ashok, what do you reckon? K2, summer?
Summer, that's a child play.
Alright, fine then. I guess it'll be easy. Let's go. Yeah, so about 2 hours after this, we're on the glacier. I step onto this giant rock, it's like the size of a sofa. And as I weight it, it slides and pinches my left ankle. I yanked my foot out, my shoe stayed where it was. And I weighted it and it felt okay. And then I pulled my sock open and I could like see all my tendons and shit. I don't know, like all the bits inside. Luckily, we kept going for an hour and bumped into another team with a doctor.
Mostly. Really? I was living in Madeira Island for a while. I was in Bali for something.
Set off at 4 ends.
Card game. Come on.
Oh, we're going back to cards.
Man.
What game are you playing? Yeah, so much love to the doctor, to Chris, whose expedition that was, to Andrea, and to everyone who looked after me and listened to my shit stories. They gave me a shot of whiskey for the pain and some edible pain relief, and yeah, I was chatting absolute shite.
Very good job.
I thought I was going to be able to continue. I thought this was going to be a small and funny story on my route to the summit of K2. After 2 days, it was still really swollen. The risk of infection was high. The helicopters are really expensive in Pakistan, like 20 grand. And although I was insured, it still seemed like a stupid idea to continue. So yeah, it was time to head home. Yeah, huge love to Jen for bringing me to Everest and K2, and obviously getting injured and being unable to do my job felt super shit. Yeah, what can I say? These things happen. It was my time to leave the Himalayas and head back to Europe. Just what I need. Fresh air, beautiful views, and forest spirits dancing the night away. And as I slowly healed, I looked to the sky, wishing I had a new project. And from the skies, one appeared. A speed-flying, steep-skiing lunatic. They called him Bird.
Punk rocker up the sky, and we fly.
Yeah. So Bird, who's a top lad, Steph, who you saw DJing earlier. Like, I've lived in Bristol for 6 years, didn't know any drum and bass producers. Spent 1 month in Chamonix and become well good mates with Steph. So I wanted to film with Bird. Steph needed a vocalist for his track. Bird has done narration. It all came together. Sham fam. Yes, it was so much fun. I think it'll be dropping in March with Steph's EP. So yeah, check that out. Mercator on Spotify as well. His stuff's sick.
It's been a while. The roads were a little empty. Places where we used to gather went quiet. We've gone through a year that tested us, but we're starting to see the promise of a new day. For more than 100 years, there's one place where we all came together to escape, to go someplace new.
The mountains! Yay! I do love them so much. Yeah, that joke, that was Vin Diesel actually. And I stole that joke from Patrick Willems, some YouTuber who does these video essays. He's great, check him out wherever. And with that, it was time to head back to England. There was a film I started in 2019 and then got massive creative block and put off, and then the pandemic happened and then I went away for ages. And Montaigne had given us some money for it and they're beginning to ask some questions. So I came home and finished that ASAP. Here's a little preview.
I found climbing to be a very empowering sport for myself, like as I've got stronger.
Yeah, she's super sound, Grace. We went climbing the other day actually. Yeah, it was really exciting getting to hear about her life. There's another film I've been working on, which I also started shooting in 2019. Here's a little bit of that.
Afghanistan is a country with a lot of troubles. It's a so-called conflict zone.
You need to just dig them and get your dreams out of those dust and follow them.
Oh, that was such a fun trip. I've done a few trips to the Wakhan corridor, but this one was the smallest, but also the most enjoyable. It was really great. And hopefully that film will come out soon. The story is changing. What's happened there recently has been really shit. And then I had one kind of last exciting job, which was filming with Sasha de Julian in Greece for Red Bull TV. This is all the footage I can show you, so you've got to use your imaginations a little bit.
Σαββατιανά λες τα άσπρα, Σαββατιανά Σαββατιανά και ο Ροδίτης. Και Ροδίτης, τα ίδια και εγώ έχω κάτουσα.
All right, well, we're kind of getting towards the end now. I've got a few, I'm going to try and upload more videos. Here's a few ideas I've got. How to make something 20 times harder for 0.2% extra cinematic points. Like, this plan did not work at all. It was a long sport route, it was really windy. The dude below me with the neg was not having a great time.
Yeah.
And how to fly drones in the mountains, good. Sweet. Well, I hope you've had a good year. I hope you have a good New Year's Eve and COVID doesn't ruin it. Yeah, take care of each other. Be nice. The world's a magical place. I hope you have a great 2022. Much love. Maccabee, what are you saying?
Yes, Aya. If you want more like that, just like and subscribe.
You got it! We got party! Right, it's a day! It's a day! We got a party!